Welcome back to Director's Choice. There have been a lot of deaths in the MCU, all of which have been tragic, but the death of Tony Stark was heart-wrenching. The scene where he sacrificed himself to save everyone else was both sad and inspiring. It was sad to see Tony die, but knowing that he loved the world so much that he died to save it was inspiring. But what if Tony never really died? I know this seems impossible, but stay with me because I'm about to prove to you that Tony Stark is still alive. In this video, we'll be going over all the little details that you might have missed that indicate that Tony is still alive. Only a few people caught these details, and even fewer were able to interpret them. Could these details prove that Tony is still alive? Keep watching and find out. Tony's death. Tony's death is perhaps the most heartbreaking scene in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was even more heartbreaking to watch his hologram say goodbye to his family for the last time. And because most of us were carried away by the emotion of the scene, we missed a crucial detail that just might prove that Tony Stark is alive. You're probably still thinking this is an insane theory, but trust me, the more you watch, the more convinced you'll get. We all watched Tony die in Avengers Endgame after he used the Infinity Stones to defeat Thanos and his army, so how could he still be alive? The answer to that is simple. He became an AI. Stark Technology. It's a well-known fact that the technology at Stark Industries is incredibly advanced. This technology has produced several Iron Man suits, futuristic drones, AIs, and a lot more. The AI we meet in Iron Man is Jarvis, but he isn't the only AI Tony created before he died. Tony also created an AI of himself. This AI was designed to live on long after the super genius has passed away. And this is the AI that we see at the end of Avengers Endgame. The hologram we see talking to Tony's family is actually an AI that was created by Tony before he died. The existence of this AI tallies with the Tony Stark AI that appears in the comics. Tony Stark AI from the comics. In the Marvel Comics, Tony created an AI of himself to serve as a backup plan if anything ever happened to him. He wanted to preserve his mind, and that was exactly what he did. The goal of the AI was to replace Tony if his body stopped working. This AI was Tony's essence, which is how the AI describes himself in the comics. Preserving his essence allowed those who needed Tony to have him around even after he died. The AI served as a mentor for Riri Williams, a young prodigy that Tony had taken an interest in before he died. After Tony was gone, Riri received the device that contained Tony's AI. The AI helped her create her armor and also came up with a superhero alias that Riri used. Tony's AI created the name Ironheart. The AI helped Riri with many other things, but helping Riri wasn't all he did. He also frequently visited Tony's lab at Stark Industries. Being Riri's mentor was his main purpose, but the AI didn't limit himself to just that. He also confronted Victor Von Doom when he stormed into Tony's lab. Tony's AI tried to stop Von Doom from taking the Iron Man armor. Over time, the AI began to struggle mentally. The absence of a physical body became a problem for him. It had a negative impact on him because he was created from a real person's consciousness. Unlike other AIs that are built from nothing but digital programs, Tony's AI had his essence, and this created a problem for him. It got so bad that he started to believe that humanity was a danger to the world. Another of Tony's AIs, Friday, worried that Tony AI was straying from the purpose of its creation. When Tony's AI wasn't helping Riri or judging humanity, he was saving the world in one of Tony's Iron Man suits. The AI fought alongside a group of heroes when Hydra tried to take over the United States. After battling Hydra, the AI went back to being Riri's mentor. He also helped find the real Tony Stark, but he died when Tony had to fry the systems of his armor. Frying the systems was the only option because of the attack sent by Ultron. This AI is actually the third Tony Stark AI to appear in Marvel Comics. The first Tony AI also died after his systems were fried. Proof that Tony is alive. So now you know how Tony is alive, but you still feel doubtful. He may have become an AI in the comics, but who's to say that the MCU followed that route for the live-action movies? Prepare to receive all the proof you need to show you that Tony is still alive. The hologram. At the end of Avengers Endgame, a hologram of Tony said goodbye to his friends and family. It was an emotional scene, but if you look closely, you'll see that there is more than just emotion in that scene. The scene also shows proof that Tony is still alive. When Tony says goodbye to Morgan, he looks directly at her. It actually looks like he knows exactly where she's seated. Now, you could say that it was just Morgan's usual spot on the couch, which would be a fair argument. Many people have a particular chair or spot that they sit in when they are in the living room. But if you watch that scene slowly, you'll see that he looks her in the eye, like he is physically in the room. He looks at her this way because the hologram we saw was actually an AI. This Iron Man theory suggests that just before Tony died, his soul was transferred into the helmet of his suit. This means that Tony never really died. He is still alive as an AI, the same way it happened in the comics. The hologram is the only proof that Tony is alive. The Soul Stone. The Soul Stone is one of the 6 Infinity Stones that Thanos used to erase half the Earth. In the final battle, Tony used the Soul Stone and the rest of the Infinity Stones to disintegrate Thanos. But that wasn't all he did. He also used the Soul Stone to transfer his soul into the helmet of his suit, creating the AI that we see at the end of the movie. This theory claims that before Tony died, he transferred his essence into his suit using the Soul Stone. The Soul Stone is incredibly powerful. It is the remains of a singularity that existed before the universe. This stone represents the element of soul, so it's not far-fetched to think that Tony used it to transfer his soul. What Riri Williams' debut means for Tony's AI. Riri Williams, the prodigy who first received the Iron Man AI in the comics, made her character debut in Wakanda Forever. It was great to see a new character get added to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but her presence signifies more than just a new character. The first question that comes to mind when you meet Riri is what is her connection to Tony? Plus, Riri will be getting her own series.
Wakanda's changed things. Forever.
Could this be how Marvel plans to reveal Tony's AI? It's highly likely that we might see Tony's AI in the upcoming series. What the multiverse means for Tony Stark. The multiverse offers a wide range of possibilities for Tony. The walls that separate the various realities in the MCU are slowly crumbling after what happened in Loki and Multiverse of Madness. Alternate versions of a few fan favorites have already appeared, so it wouldn't be shocking if Tony also came back this way. Earlier this year, there were rumors that Tom Cruise was going to play an alternate version of Tony Stark in Multiverse of Madness. And while those rumors didn't come to pass, it doesn't mean that there won't be another version of Iron Man gracing our screen someday. But no matter what happens, RDJ will always be the original.
Stop acting constipated. Don't flare your nostrils.
Oh, congratulations on the wedding, by the way.
I'm sorry, you giving out tickets or something?
And that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks so much for watching. What do you think about this Iron Man theory? Do you think Tony still is alive, or is he gone for good? Let us know in the comments section below. Check out the other recent clip by Director's Choice. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification button so you never miss an episode.